Hi guys, Piotr here. This is LiteFinance Global YouTube channel. It's my pleasure to be with you again. Today we are going to discuss crypto. Specifically, we are going to have a closer look when it comes to the Ethereum. Well, not a great start when it comes to the beginning of the 2022. What's important, we are looking at the monthly chart that we are well below yearly open, all right, and we are testing the level we were previously discussed, the strong breakout candle bottom over here. That's what might be the hope for the bulls, and as you can see, we're trying to hit that level, but the bulls they know what they are fighting for. That's the important thing. Of course, as of now, it could be the range around 3,000 to the bottom, all right? And the December low plus the yearly open as a very important supply zone over here in between 3,500, 3,700, maybe even 750, all right? So as of now, how I see the things on the monthly chart, it could be this type of the range. If that's true, that's $500, $700 range. In case of the upside break, we might see immediately retest of the 4,000 level. So we are talking about this 4,000, 4,200. And in case of the downside break, right, we might immediately see 2,500, in that case this low, or even 2,250, 300, this particular low over here. That's how I see the things when it comes to the monthly chart. Well, the truth is that of course if you are dealing on a daily basis with the Ethereum, then you know that the transaction costs are extremely high, through the roof, when it comes to comparison with other blockchain or other layer solutions. Anyway, the question is how fast we can scale when it comes to the Ethereum. Let's have a look what we are going to get towards the end of the first quarter, all right? So that's the things related to the monthly chart. Let's have a look what we have when it comes to the weekly chart. The things might get a little bit more interesting. As you can see here, that's those lower shadows over here, the breakout over here, that's crucial. That's the yearly open as well. One side of the coin, second side of the coin, what we are testing right now, this swing low, and maybe, just maybe, we are going to create the swing to the downside. There is another way of measure that, if we are going to break lower, what might be the first low. So in that case, you are taking the difference between this low and that low, and this difference you are making here. In that case, the lower shadow over here could be targeted, and we are talking about the levels close to 2,850, 2,800 based on this weekly chart. Of course, the biggest challenge when it comes to the buyers is going to be no change here, the yearly open, and well, that's how I see the things here. And then again, Ethereum based on the daily chart, there you go, all right? The only things here as a solution, it could be that we do have a little lower volume this time when we are trading below the yearly open. And from the daily chart perspective, it's very, very visible what is all about, where we are, what we are testing, And why so important to try to hold 3,000, 2,800 based on the weekly chart and trying to fight with the yearly open. Now, that's based on the USD value, right? Let's have a look. Let's check a little bit different chart. Let's have a look what we have when we are going to try to compare Ether with Bitcoin. All right? Why? Because lately we've seen a lot of comments that in the near future we might see the flip when it comes to the number one, and we might see Ethereum trying to take over Bitcoin when it comes to the market cap, right? Well, could that be the case if we are really going to cross? What we have to remember that Ethereum is trying to fight to cross the line between the new Ether being producing with the Ether being burned. And if at some point we are going to cross for good, right, that could be the significant point, right? If we are going to burn more than we are producing, that for the longer period of time, that could be the significant development. On the other hand, well, I wouldn't be surprised if there is no solution to try to lower the fees when it comes to the Ethereum. There might be some dark horse and we might see Ethereum not being the top but losing the second position in favor of some other project. That's the monthly chart of the Ether versus Bitcoin, and lately, as you can see, it's negative divergence when we see the higher levels, lower volume over here, and that could produce the pullback, right? Of course, we broke out significantly from the 0.015, 0.04 range. We doubled that range even more, right? So we might see the pullback. How deep the pullback could be? Well, in that very moment, I think that the top of that range, right, it's the same, the breakout bottom of that candle, right? So we are talking of the retest of 0.045, 0.04. There is a chance we might see retest, and that could be the first name of the game, right? We are going to recognize if it's a game changer, and then again we might see, and really still nothing is going to happen, retest of 0.03, the mid of that whole range. We've seen the breakout. So that's the big range here, and from here we might see a retest of this swing high around 0.11. All right, that's based on the monthly chart. So of course it's not going to happen overnight. That's what you have to guys to understand. At that very point, I would like to kindly ask you, do your own research, do your own homework as usual. When it comes to the weekly chart, as you can see, previously we were dealing with even smaller range, mid of that range being tested, we went higher, another mid-range test, higher. So there are a few levels to the downside, would be good from the buyer's perspective to be retested. Why? Because this latest price action compared to the volume is not great even on a weekly chart. As of now, there is a big failure, so the big pullback is possible when it comes to the top of that range here. All right, so bottom 0.06 as a first possible target at least. That's how I see the things for now. And finally, daily chart quickly. All right, looks like bulls are in real trouble. All right, so the levels we should watch to the downside, 0.065, then again 0.06, and huge wave of the possible liquidation below 0.055. To the upside, we have to regain 0.08, right, to feel comfortable and to have a possibility to talk that we are going to see the higher Ethereum prices. With that being said, guys, we wish you great next trading day. Please like and subscribe, leave the comments below, leave the questions if you have, and well, see you around. Take care and goodbye.